You don't?
Not at this stage of the game, thank you.
Even if I blocked out the whole weekend?
Pierce Brosnan, known globally as James Bond, is more than a Hollywood icon. Behind the charm, suave suits, and daring stunts lies a story shaped by loss, resilience, and relentless determination. From a turbulent childhood in Ireland to the heartbreak of losing his wife and daughter to ovarian cancer, Pierce's life has been defined by moments that would have broken a lesser man. Yet he turned grief into purpose, channeling his pain into his craft, family, and philanthropy. His journey shows that true strength is not about invincibility, but the courage to face hardship with dignity, love, and unwavering faith. Early life and childhood challenges. Pierce Brosnan was born on May 16, 1953, in Drogheda, Ireland, into modest circumstances. His father, Thomas, a carpenter, disappeared early in his life, leaving Pierce without a paternal figure. His mother, May, a nurse, tried to hold the family together, but moved to London for work when Pierce was 4, leaving him in the care of relatives. Over the next 7 years, he drifted between grandparents, uncles, and aunts, never settling in one place long enough to feel rooted. This constant upheaval taught him resilience, adaptability, and the ability to observe and survive in new environments. Despite these hardships, he showed intelligence and creativity, traits that would later serve him in the arts. Teachers noticed his quiet presence, a boy always aware of his surroundings, yet slightly detached from them. These early challenges planted the seeds for a strong inner life, self-reliance, and the deep empathy that would shape both his personal relationships and professional career. A new home and formative influence. In 1964, Pierce moved to Green, Scotland, where his mother remarried William Carmichael, a factory worker who treated him with kindness and patience. After years of instability, Pierce faced a mix of joy and resentment, happy to be reunited with his mother, yet struggling to accept a man who wasn't his father. William taught Pierce small but vital lessons about trust, responsibility, and life skills, offering gentle guidance without trying to replace anyone from his past. This period was transformative. Pierce began to understand that stability and support could coexist with the past's scars. It was also during this time that a trip to the cinema introduced him to Sean Connery's James Bond in Goldfinger. Bond became a symbol of confidence, strength, and control, qualities Pierce would internalize and emulate. The film left a lasting impression, inspiring him to envision a life where he could embody both charm and courage, traits that would define his acting career. Art school and discovery of acting. At age 16, Pierce left traditional schooling and enrolled at St. Martin's School of Art in London, pursuing his love for painting. Focused on the works of Francis Bacon and Lucian Freud, he survived on minimal funds while immersing himself in creativity. Acting wasn't initially on his mind, but a spontaneous encounter at a theater workshop in 1971 changed everything. A fire eater invited him to join, and Pierce's natural bravery and presence immediately stood out. He was accepted, and over the next 3 years at Drama Centre London, he trained intensely in Shakespeare, mime, and stagecraft. The rigorous program pushed him to his limits, building discipline, resilience, and emotional depth. Despite financial struggles and constant pressure, he persevered. These formative years honed his craft and taught him that commitment, patience, and adaptability were essential for success in a competitive industry. Art had taught him observation, acting taught him expression, and together they shaped the actor who would one day become James Bond. Early roles and breakthrough. Pierce's first major stage break came in Wait Until Dark in 1976, followed by the challenging Tennessee Williams play, the Red Devil battery sign. Critics noticed his presence and emotional range, praising his ability to bring depth to complex characters. Film followed with small roles in The Mirror Cracked and The Long Good Friday in 1980, establishing him as a rising talent. His first real international exposure came with the TV series Remington Steele in 1982. Though initially auditioning for a minor role, producers were captivated by his charm, wit, and screen presence, casting him as the lead. The show became a hit, making Pierce a household name and setting the stage for his future as a suave, sophisticated leading man. Remington Steele taught him how to combine charisma with vulnerability, a skill essential for portraying Bond, and solidified his reputation as an actor capable of balancing wit, drama, and danger with effortless style. Journey to James Bond. By the mid-1980s, critics and audiences speculated that Pierce would become the next James Bond. He met producer Albert Cubby Broccoli through his wife, Cassandra Harris, who had appeared as a Bond girl. Though considered as early as 1983, contract obligations and studio decisions delayed his casting. Despite the setbacks, Pierce honed his skills, taking on roles that tested his range and charisma. He maintained patience and professionalism, refusing to let disappointment define him. This period, later referred to as his lost years, was critical in shaping his approach to acting and his understanding of resilience. Even as he missed opportunities, including roles that went to Timothy Dalton, Pierce kept faith in his abilities and remained committed to personal growth and family stability, proving that persistence and preparation often precede opportunity. Marriage and family life with Cassandra Harris. Pierce met Cassandra Harris in the late 1970s, and they married in December 1980. She had 2 children from a previous marriage, Charlotte and Christopher, whom Pierce adopted, integrating them fully into his family. In 1983, they had a son, Sean. Despite rising fame, Pierce prioritized family, striving to provide the love and stability he had missed in his own childhood. Cassandra's belief in him inspired Pierce to pursue the Bond role, though fate intervened with her cancer diagnosis in 1987. The couple faced years of surgeries and chemotherapy together, strengthening Pierce's resilience and devotion. Cassandra's eventual death in 1991 left him grieving profoundly, but her guidance and love continued to shape his decisions, especially his commitment to family and advocacy for cancer awareness. Bond stardom and GoldenEye. In 1994, Pierce finally achieved his dream, debuting as James Bond in GoldenEye. The role marked a triumphant personal and professional milestone, combining his childhood inspiration with the advocacy Cassandra had championed. The film revitalized the franchise, grossing $353 million worldwide, and introduced Pierce's signature blend of charm, wit, and danger. He performed many of his own stunts, including a high-risk bungee jump, demonstrating courage and dedication. Beyond box office success, his portrayal brought humanity to Bond, showing vulnerability and emotional depth alongside action and sophistication. The role allowed Pierce to honor Cassandra's encouragement and personal vision, proving that perseverance, faith, and preparation could culminate in a legacy-defining achievement. Subsequent Bond films and challenges over the next decade, Pierce starred in multiple Bond films: Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Each required immense physical and emotional commitment, from complex stunts to intense character development. During this time, he faced personal grief from Cassandra's death while balancing public expectations and family responsibilities. Stunts like parasailing accidents and underwater sequences tested his resilience, yet he continued to embody Bond with professionalism and poise. These films not only cemented his status as one of the most iconic Bonds, but also demonstrated his ability to channel personal experience into compelling performances, making the character relatable and emotionally rich, rather than just a stereotypical action hero. Personal loss and daughter, Charlotte. Tragedy struck again when his daughter Charlotte, born in 1971, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, the same disease that claimed Cassandra. Despite treatment and resilience, Charlotte passed away in 2013 at 41, leaving Pierce and his family devastated. Her death mirrored history, compounding Pierce's grief and highlighting the cruel recurrence of illness within the family. Through this period, he not only coped with personal sorrow, but also supported Charlotte's husband and children, helping them navigate loss. Pierce's response combined empathy, strength, and unwavering presence, demonstrating that true leadership extends beyond professional achievement into care and guidance for loved ones in moments of profound tragedy. Love and Marriage with Keely Shea Smith. Amid loss, Pierce found love again with Keely Shea Smith, whom he met in 1994. Their connection was immediate, grounded in authenticity and shared values rather than fame. They married in 2001 in Ireland, a deeply personal ceremony emphasizing family and legacy. Together, they built a stable household, raising 2 children and supporting each other through life's challenges. Keely's presence became a source of strength for Pierce, helping him navigate the compounded grief of losing Cassandra and Charlotte, while maintaining his career and public image. Their enduring partnership illustrates how love, patience, and mutual respect can provide solace and grounding even amidst extraordinary personal hardships.